Hello viewers, Namaste. I have just passed my Security Plus exam. So I wanted to share my experience with this online exam. So I am here. I have little bad experience with the CompTIA online exam. When I log in, then they kept me on a recording almost 15 minutes before approaching. And I found some glitches as well on their online system exam. While I was working, I tried to move the recording window a little bit on the corner side, but an error occurred and the window appeared in between the exam, and then I had to wait almost 4 minutes to wait the proctor and to fix the issues. Then they relaunched the exam and I had to start from the point where I was stuck. Uh, so when I log into the exam screen, it first sent me a link to my mobile to take some photos of my exam room and my photo ID card. So I took photos of all the directions from my sitting place. Then I took photos of my ID card and uploaded them to their system. After proctor appeared and asked me to take up my wristwatch, then I took it off and then I started the exam. I got some reading about exam policies as like in the testing center exam. I did that and I went through. So altogether I got 85 questions, 5 performance based questions and 80 multiple choice questions were among them. I changed my strategy from my last time CompTIA Network Plus exam. I flagged all 5 performance based questions first. I didn't do at all and then I moved to other multiple choice questions. Even in all other questions, I flagged few questions where I was not sure with the best answers so that I could come back and review it. But actually, I couldn't get back to those flagged multiple choice questions. But I think I can guess that most of the questions answer were correct that I can guess from my score. So I calculated pretty much 1 minute for every questions. I was so restricted to time, so it took almost 80 minutes for 80 questions, and I allotted 10 minutes for performance based questions. At the end, it asked me for a short survey. At that time, I was like 70 to 80% that I will pass the exam. Still, I was scared, but finally, I got a congratulation window with a passing score of 807. So I didn't have to interact afterwards. I just ended the exam session. So friends, I had passed my CompTIA Network Plus exams a while ago. I had some basic understanding of networking portions. In my experience, almost 60 to 65% Security Plus courses is overlap with Network Plus course. So I wouldn't have to take enough time to prepare for Security Plus. Still, I had more time to prepare after my college time was over. So I thoroughly studied almost 20 days to be well prepared for this exam, and finally I passed with a good score. So for me, the important stuff I studied is Professor Messer's video tutorial on CompTIA Security Plus course. I went through every single videos, even 2 times, even more in some videos. So I noted down every terminologies and acronyms that came across me, and I made everything clear. Understanding of those networking and security related keywords is the most important part of learning, preparing for the exam. It can be sensed while you sit in the exam and choose the right option from the multiple choice questions. I found it is the great series of videos for people who want to write exam. It takes you through all the topics mentioned in the CompTIA Security Plus objectives. Professor Messer has uploaded all his monthly online class videos as well from 2015 January to 2020 May. I went through all those videos, basically questions and answers, and in some part I just watched the depth explanation of security concepts as well. So all these videos are available in his site and YouTube. Apart from that, I studied nearly 700 plus questions from pastcomtia.com. You will find more than 700 questions, and I went through all those questions. And there is another site as well, CompTIAExamTest.com. It has also more than 700 questions, but I studied the last 300 questions because most of the questions are repeated with the pastcomtia.com sites. They might have copied from each other. And another resources I followed is McMe's Security Plus certification passport book. Honestly, I didn't go all the way. I just reviewed questions at the end of the chapter. It has 13 chapters, so I reviewed all those questions from every chapters. These are the stops I followed. So if you understand the concept and meaning of terminologies and acronyms, it gives you kind of sense while picking the right options. It should be the baseline of your preparation for the exam. For example, I want to share one question with you. I got this question. A company wants to take electronic orders from suppliers. Which of the following is the company concerned about non-repudiation when non-authorized persons may send the order? Right? Electronic orders from suppliers. Which of the following is the company concerned about non-repudiation? And the options were encryption, digital signature, hashing, steganography. And so I tried to fit all those four options like this. Encryption provides non-repudiation, digital signature provide non-repudiation, and hashing provide non-repudiation, stegan provides non-repudiation. Sounds like more than one options can fit, but if you are clear about what is the key over here and you understand the meaning of that, then definitely you can figure it out. Here the keyword is non-repudiation, and when you find the keyword, then definitely your gut goes with the answer digital signature, which best ensures the non-repudiation and the authorized persons can send the order. So I read this question somewhere in the internet and I was clear about the answer as well. So you may not be familiar with test taking stages, so how it feels to take the timed exam. So you need to practice more, practice online questions. Time management is another most important factor. If you reach a question and if you don't feel confident, it's okay. Just choose the best answer, then flag the questions and move ahead. In case if you get time, come back and review it. Leave the performance-based questions at the end of the exam because these questions are a little complex and may take more time, and you may not feel like you are killing time. So go through performance-based questions in the sites as I mentioned. Is they update their sites frequently. I got couple of questions from there in my exam. The questions are tricky, so you have to scan the keyword in the questions and try to match all the options with the keyword. You will be clear right away with the answers, so do not fall into the trap. Friends, though it is said that CompTIA Security Plus objectives that people who have Network Plus certificates and couple of years of experience in IT networking environment, IT setting can best go for the certification. It is best for working professionals since they are practically knowledgeable, but it doesn't seem that difficult even for students. I think people who can commit, let's say, 2 to 3 hours of study every day, up to 2 months, can hammer it in my experience. So I share this sort of experience and ideas to pay extra attention to study and how to be effective during the exam so that you can earn your certification on your first attempt. Hopefully you find my experience little helpful of you. Thank you my friends and exam takers who clicked my video to get a glance of Security Plus exam experience. Wish you all the best. Thank you.